I'm throwing spaghetti at the wall because perfection kills passion. Perfection kills, I can't do anything if I'm trying to be perfect. And that's the reason why I'm making this video now, is because I have 30 minutes spare time. And I'm gonna make tea. Okay, so what we're doing today, what I'm doing today, because I don't know what you're doing, is I keep finding myself in places mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, where I end up freezing and I end up being able to do absolutely nothing because I'm just waiting for perfection. And I've always loved pouring the depths of my inner thoughts into the void on the internet, and even like just recording it, having a recording of it. When my like cousins or family friends would come over to our house, I would take my dad's little camcorder, whatever, and force them to act in a play I wrote where I was like a Russian restaurant owner. I was like 10 years old and I loved doing that. And YouTube didn't exist at that time, but I just craved acting something out and just being in front of a camera. All to say that I miss doing that, and that whenever anyone asks me like, oh, what brings you joy? I think this is what brings me the most joy, which is crazy. So instead of trying to come up with a plan of like, okay, so now that I know that I want to start making videos and short films and sketches and putting them out there, let me make these YouTube channels. What should I name them? What's the username? What's this? What's that? What am I going to post? Oh, but maybe I need to clean up my website before, like la-di-da-di-da. I decided to just do it. So that's the reason that this video is completely shitty, is because I have no plan of what I'm saying, and nothing. I just have my apple cinnamon tea and my mug, and I've just clicked record and I'm gonna post it today. I'm not gonna edit it. Maybe I'm gonna cut some shit out. But I'm gonna post a YouTube video on the 1st of February 2026. And this is my exposure therapy, actually. This is my exposure therapy. This is what I mean by throwing spaghetti at the wall, is I need to not be able to see anything for this. My struggle is that before even taking the first step, I try and anticipate every step that comes after that. So in the end, I end up not taking the first step because it's physically, mentally impossible for me to anticipate every other step that comes down the line. And what I recently realized, or maybe I realized ages ago, but just didn't fully integrate, is that it's only by taking that first step in the blind that the next steps will reveal themselves. So here I am, phone on a tripod, tea brewing, throwing spaghetti at the wall. I know that I want to like make videos and talk shit, and I am not going to let myself get distracted about how or what it's going to look like or what I'm going to talk about, etc., etc. This is my first noodle, my first spaghetto. Spaghetto is the singular, I think. My Italian friends would be proud of me. This is my first spaghetto that I'm throwing at the wall. And then I'll learn from my mistakes as I go. And I think that I would like to take this and apply it to everything else in my life as well, in terms of work, because when I do photography, when I'm editing a picture, I'm just like, oh, well, what's it gonna look with the rest of the images? Like, da-da-da. I need to just do it. Just fucking do it. Take a step, and then let the rest uncover itself. I have many thoughts about this, but as I said, I didn't lie when I said I have 0 notes and nothing that I'm saying right now is planned. I do intend on making other videos where I elaborate on these thoughts, because I'm the kind of person that if I stay stuck in my brain and only talk to myself in my head, I'll never amount to anything. And so I get a thrill, I get a high off of exchanging voice notes with my friends or conversations or journaling. But even with journaling, it's harder because my hand is an extension of my thoughts, and sometimes my hand gets tired, but my mouth never gets fucking tired, and I can just rant and rant and rant. So I think that really I'm doing this selfishly, and I'm doing this on YouTube because no one knows that I'm on YouTube. My friends are so used to seeing me share my life on Instagram and on TikTok. I love spamming, I love doing all of that, but I haven't done long form in ages. And long form is like anything over a minute with our attention span. But it feels nice to just do something in the void. And if my friends see this, then that's so fine, because at the end of the day, I'm putting it out on the internet, so I'm aware. But this is my own little journal, and it's so, it feels so cheesy to say, this is my little journal, because I see the haters. I see, not my haters, because I'm not known, but like I see other people's haters being like, well, why would you share your entire life on the internet, blah, 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 blah. I don't know how to explain to you that there is a part of my lobe that either is underdeveloped or too developed that makes me want to share my entire life into the void. Because listen, I'm going about it in a spiritual way where we are all connected. So really, whether I record this and don't post it, or whether I record it and post it, makes no difference at the end of the day, because either way, we're all connected. So the streams of consciousness, the collective consciousness, it makes no difference. And I choose that I like to post it. It's like saying you wear a really nice outfit and then you just wear it at the house. Wouldn't you feel also better if you just wore it in the street? And it doesn't matter if your friends don't see you, if the person, the girl or the guy you like doesn't see you in that outfit. You're still, I don't know, there's something nice about knowing that they could, and knowing that you're out there in the open. And maybe it's the vulnerability that attracts me, because I'm not necessarily a person that's very vulnerable emotionally, although sometimes I can be in like a freaky way. Not freaky, but just like way too vulnerable at an inappropriate time. I don't know what it is. And I also, once again, I don't know my train of thought. It might be important to say that I recently got diagnosed and recently found out that I had ADHD, which is another thing in its own. So we're embracing that too. Anyways, the frontal lobe, it's developed, but I get a kick out of putting myself out there, because I feel, when I do that, I feel, guys, I'm gonna cry. I feel way more connected to everyone else. Even if there's no exchange, like even if it's so one-sided and I'm just putting videos out there and no one sees them, it's nice that it's out there. Not in like a digital footprint kind of way, because that will definitely come bite me in the ass. Not that I ever want, like, I'm not even gonna say, I was gonna say not that I ever want a real 9-to-5 employer, but maybe I will one day. So if you're seeing this, ignore that. I changed my mind, and I'll explain to you why in the interview process. Anyways, there's something really nice about just sharing yourself. And if for right now, I'm not able, I think I'm very black and white, where it's like I'm either going to share absolutely nothing to my friends, or I'm gonna tell them about the most like terrible thing that's going in my mind. And it's the same with this, where it's like either I'm gonna tell no one, or I'm gonna post about it on the internet, and then strangers might see, but those strangers might also not see, and that's fun. Did I just use starting a YouTube channel as a spiritual growth excuse? Yes, and I don't mind it. Tea? I think this will just be my brain dump. And it's not even like, I'm not putting all of my eggs in one basket. I wake up in the morning, I do my little qigong to wake up my body, and then I journal, I do my morning pages. This is just another way for me to put stuff out. And I see it as cleansing, you know, where if you have a sink, what's it called? A robinet thingy. When your sink hasn't been used in a long time, there's gonna be gunk that comes out, but you have to keep turning it on, like leave it turned on for a while, keep putting stuff out there until the gunk clears, and then the water is clear, and then it's just a seamless flow of water. And I feel like this is the same thing. I have so many creative ideas, so many projects, way too many things that I want to do. I'm gonna stop talking so loud because you can hear so much in my hallway. I love how it's like I'm posting my entire life on the internet on YouTube, but I don't want my neighbors to hear. That's insane. Oh yeah, I have so many creative ideas. I'm not saying they're good, but I have them, and I think that I again stop myself from going for even one of them because I'm like, it has to be perfect before I go for it. So what I am challenging myself to do is to just do it even if it's not perfect. I'm literally like, guys, if only you could see, I'm gonna show you. I have a mirror to make sure that the frame is good, and it's standing on a can of lentils. Please insert lentil can. This is currently where my mirror is standing, and this is me. Hello. Okay. Anyways, that's how crafty we're getting. And I have to be okay with it. I have to be okay with the first thing not being perfect. And this is low stakes for me. This is not my job. I don't make money off of this. I have a real job. I run a company with one employee, me. I do photography, I do filmmaking, I do production, la-di-da-di-da, you know? So it means that I can have fun with this. And that's what I'm trying to learn to do, is to not be so anal and not be so perfectionist with things that are supposed to just be fun. Like, at the end of the day, my creativity is supposed to be fun. I have to stop putting so much pressure on it. So fuck it, I need to go back to my 9-year-old self who would just grab my dad's camera that I didn't know how to use. It was like a fucking like tape recorder, whatever the fuck too. So I wouldn't know how to use that now. I'd be scared of it because I'm like, ooh, too technical. Anyways, I just need to go back to that. And no lighting, friends with 0 acting experience, including myself, know how to write a script. Oh, act 1, act 2, just pure creativity and fun, and just do that. And genuinely, I might tear up. Thinking about this makes me so happy. It makes me so happy, so I think I need to keep doing it. So who knows what this channel will be. Maybe it'll just be rants, and maybe there'll be a sketch that I force one of my friends to be in with me. I don't know, but it's fun. This tea is so good. I'm gonna do a little tea haul. I don't have the packet anymore, but it's this one, the pomme cannelle. Anyways, what's also fucked up is that I had created a YouTube account for the purpose of doing these kinds of videos. I created it in 2024. We are now in 2026. And the only reason that I waited 2 years is because I wanted perfection, which is stupid. So stupid. Anyways, I'm not sure I have anything else to say. Again, this is just a video with nothing planned, no thoughts, many thoughts, not organized thoughts, because I'm trying to steer clear of organization just for my sake. I know a lot of people will say like, oh, well, if you have all these ideas, really what you need is an organization system. Fuck off. I am the most organized person ever. I actually have a whole Notion database of every single asset that I own down from my underwear. I can tell you exactly how many underwear I have and from where they come from and in which size and which color. Socks, cutlery, everything. I'm organized. That's not my problem. My problem is that I want to organize every single thing and I want to perfect every single thing, and that ruins me. So we're going to do things imperfectly. I'm just going to think of this, if I assume that I have multiple lives, I'm going to think of this as like a draft life. Listen, not oh, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. It's not a real life. I can like do something great the next one. I'm not going to waste it. No, a tryout. That doesn't sound good either. A tryout life. No, it's just what's the pressure? Why? What the fuck is the reason? Why would you want to be so perfect? Why would you want to do things so perfectly? Why do you need your Instagram feed to look so perfect? My professional one, okay? Let's get that right. My personal one, I don't give a fuck. And that's what's crazy is that like when it comes to my work, I have to be so perfect. I'm definitely not the first one. That's a perfectionist and whose perfectionism is hindering her ability to take action. I understand that. And I am grateful on the one hand for that, but also a little sad because that means that other people are struggling with this. Ugh, struggling, it's such a big word. Yeah, it's a struggle. Visibly, because your girl's starting a fucking YouTube channel. That's how deep down low we've gotten. Not to insult YouTubers. Listen, also, if I'm going to be running companies, this is a really good exercise to just talk, try and say like less often. We'll see how many times I have said it or will be saying it. Next time I'll try and have stuff planned to say because I have many thoughts. And once again, this isn't coming from a place of I think the world deserves to know my thoughts. Not that that's not true, but it's coming from a place of it's in me. I have to share it, and it doesn't matter if no one hears it. It's just it has to come out. It's literally like poop. Like it has to come out. Regardless of where it's going, it has to come out. I can't help it. So please don't mind me while I shit on you. That's it. Have I said everything I wanted to say? Probably not. I don't even know how long this has been filming for. Part of me wants this video to be 22 minutes just because that's like my life path number or some shit. But I won't do that. I won't do that out of the part of me that wants to honor imperfection. Okay. I think this was fun. I'm excited to do this in a more structured way. I think it'll be a good exercise to also try and have something planned that I want to talk about and then see if I'm able to actually get around to the point unmedicated. We'll see. Okay. Love you. Bye. Oh.